Hello class. Today we're going to be learning a new word, and that word is IGUESS. Now we've been doing a lot of word problems lately, like mixture problems and coin problems, and all of these problems require us to turn a lot of facts, a lot of numbers, into an equation that we can solve for. And IGUESS is going to help us do that when there's a lot of information. All right? So first we're going to illustrate the problem. Then we're going to write out all of the given information, all of the numbers. We'll write out our unknowns and set them to be our variables. We'll set up an equation, substitute, and solve. All right? So why don't we do a practice problem? So over here we have Bob and Joe are running 300-meter sprint. Bob runs at 10 meters per second and finishes in a certain amount of time. Joe runs slower and finishes 10 seconds after Bob. How fast does Joe run? So I'm going to start with I, illustrate, and draw out 300 meters. And let's draw out Bob over here. I hope you like my artwork. And this is Bob, Joe, and let's give Bob some bigger legs because he's a tough sprinter. All right? So we've illustrated the problem. Now our givens. What is one number, one piece of given information that the problem has? Yeah, Lindy?
Bob runs at 10 meters per second.
Yeah, Bob runs at 10 meters per second. So I'm going to draw this arrow, 10 meters per second, to show that that's his speed. Okay? What about Joe? Yeah, Tammy?
We don't know how fast he runs, but we know he's slower and he finishes 10 seconds after Bob.
Right. We know about Joe's time, but we don't know Joe's exact speed. So in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it to be a variable, J. Let's say Joe runs at speed J. All right? Over here, let's write out the remaining given information. The time, right? We have our speeds, we have our distance. What's left is time. So Bob, we don't know how long it takes for him to get to the finish line. So why don't we just call it T, just another variable, okay? And there's one last piece of information this word problem has. What do we know about Joe's time? Jensen?
Well, it's 10 seconds more than Bob's time.
Right. So how would I write out Joe's time as an expression?
T plus 10.
Yeah, exactly, T plus 10. All right. So just to give a little recap, we've illustrated the problem, drawn our beautiful artwork. We have our givens, right? 10 meters per second and 300 meters. Our unknowns, our variables. And now we can set up our equation. Is there any confusion at this time? Any questions? Yeah, Tammy?
Mr. Lewis, so how come we don't need to know the exact time that Bob and Joe take to run to solve this problem?
How come we don't need to know the exact time? So we have Bob's speed, right? And we have Bob's distance. So we'll be able to solve for Bob's exact time. So in a way, we do have his exact time, just not yet.
Got it, thanks.
Yeah. All right. Is there any other confusion? If not, I want everyone to stand up. And now we're going to learn a chant for you guys to remember to use IGUESS with word problems. Okay? So everyone clap their hands along with me and repeat after me. It's a limit, okay? Word problems need translation.
Problems need translation.
Equations to hold information.
Equations to hold information.
You don't have to stress.
You don't have to stress.
Just use IGUESS.
Just use IGUESS.
And then you can take your vacation.
And then you can take your vacation.
Great. All right. So why don't we do it all together so we'll really remember, okay? So I'll set the beat and we'll go on 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. Word problems need translation. Equations to hold information. You don't have to stress. Just use IGUESS and then you can take your vacation. Yay! Way to go, guys.